Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com as well as the YouTube channel and NoDQ&A videos affiliate, ringsidenews.com. I hope you're all enjoying the Wrestlemania review videos from myself and Jeff Meacham. More of those to come. Got your questions here from spring.me. Of course, more NoDQ&A videos coming, especially with WrestleMania season upon us. And we have WrestleMania 31 coverage at NoDQ.com. I will be there in the Bay Area to cover the Hall of Fame, WrestleMania 31, and Raw the next night. All of that will be at NoDQ.com, so stay tuned. Let's get down to your questions now. First one today from Phantom Ninja A. Hey Aaron, first time asker. I cannot see Sting losing his first match in WWE, but can you honestly see Triple H losing considering they're making it a WWE versus WCW thing? That is a very interesting point you bring up. As we all know, WWE likes to rewrite history since they were the victors in the Monday Night War, and they try to make WCW look bad at every opportunity. And when it comes down to WWE versus WCW, WWE almost always gets the upper hand in the storyline. So how is it going to be any different now when it's Sting versus Triple H? I think that you have to have Sting win this match. It's Sting's first ever WWE match, and it probably won't be his last, especially if things go well with this first match. I think you have to have Sting win. People are going to want to see Sting win. They don't want to be waiting all this time only for Sting to lose in his first match against Triple H. I think people would be very upset with that. I think it's a safe bet that Sting wins. With Triple H, anything's possible, but he knows what's best for business, and there is a future with Sting beyond WrestleMania 31. There's a Hall of Fame induction and possibly another match or two. You know, who knows? There's a lot of different ways you can go with it, but I think the best finish and the really only logical finish is Sting going over Triple H. Anything else would surprise me. If Triple H won that match, I would be dumbfounded. Let's just put it that way. And I got this question here from WCW Fan. Do you think we'll see Sting interact with Shawn Michaels or Vince McMahon based on the relationship with Triple H in the build-up to WrestleMania? I would really like to see both. You know, it would be an interesting angle for Raw to have Sting and Shawn Michaels interact, but right now it appears WWE's going in a different direction with Sting where they're not having him talk. And at this point, I'm not sure if Sting is even going to cut a promo before WrestleMania. I know some people out there really want to see it. They want to hear what Sting has to say. And I do too, as a matter of fact. But I think WWE is trying to play off the 1997 Sting that never said a word. And that Sting was very successful. But certainly, maybe if there's, I talked about possibilities for after WrestleMania 31. They always could do a rematch, Sting and Triple H, and at that point, Sting could cut a promo. They could have Shawn Michaels come out for a segment. They can have Vince come out for a segment. You know, whatever Sting's second match is, even if it's not against Triple H, you can have Vince and Sting have a confrontation. You know, you can do all sorts of different things. Maybe a match where control of the company is on the line and Sting would be the guy, the new authority. There's a lot of different things you can do beyond one match, but going back to earlier, first match, Sting should win, and then at that point, if you want to have Shawn Michaels and Vince get involved, that would definitely be a way to keep the feud interesting past WrestleMania. But right now, I'm guessing that Sting's not going to have a segment with those guys unless WWE decides to have Sting cut a promo. But the fact they didn't do anything at Fastlane leads me to believe they're going to keep him as a silent character for the time being. All right, this one comes from Hampalicious. Me and my brother are at it again. If Undertaker is able to go one more time, I think it should be against Sting. My brother says his last match would be somebody he had a big history with like Kane or Triple H. Answer in video and we will buy a t-shirt. Well, I'm answering it right now, so if you want a t-shirt, this t-shirt right here, the official NoDQ&A video t-shirt, go to ProWrestlingTees.com or check the description box in this video on YouTube. Anyways, to answer your question now, I think that if Undertaker and Sting end up wrestling, you can do that. for next year's WrestleMania, WrestleMania 32. I mean, I think that would not be the worst idea to have Sting and Undertaker, both of them announcing that it's going to be their last match. So, they're going to wrestle each other for their final match. That's one cool way you can go about doing it. But as far as other opponents for Sting, I mean, it's very limited because I think with Sting, you want to see Sting against people that were big during the Attitude Era. You want to see WWE versus WCW going back to earlier. Triple H is a great pick. But who else can you really put against Sting? I mean, you could do Sting versus John Cena, biggest star of WCW versus the biggest star of today. That's a possibility. But to me, there's really few options for Sting besides Undertaker and another match with Triple H. Maybe a match with Brock Lesnar if Lesnar sticks around, but I don't even know if Sting could handle Brock Lesnar at this stage of the game. Cena or Undertaker make the most sense to me, or a rematch with Triple H, or you can do all those matches over the course of a year. That would be a good way to utilize Sting, get a couple big dream matches out of him. All right, got this one from Raw is War 98. Hey Aaron, do you think it's overkill to have the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and the multiple man ladder match for the IC title at WrestleMania? Well, yeah, I do feel that way. I feel that it is just what it is. WWE trying to get as many people on the WrestleMania show as possible. So they do these battle royals, they do the ladder matches. I mean, they've done it before. In previous years, they've had battle royals, and on the same show, they've had Money in the Bank. So it's basically the same thing, and the Divas match will probably be a multi-diva match again. They come up with these matches so they can purposely get as many people on the card as humanly possible, so everybody gets to be part of WrestleMania. It's kind of lame, but that's how they do things. They want to make everybody happy. Everybody gets their WrestleMania moment. I think the ladder match has a lot more potential than the Battle Royal to be memorable. But we'll have to wait and see how things play out over the next couple of weeks. All right, this one comes from Little Gags 66183. Hey Aaron, please answer in video. Plan on getting a shirt this weekend. You mean this shirt right here, the official NoDQ&A video t-shirt, which you can get on ProWrestlingTees.com, or check out the description box on this video. Enough of that. If I keep plugging it, people are going to get mad. They're probably mad already, but whatever. Anyways, I'm going to answer your question here. Do you believe that people are harsh on Nikki Bella? I believe she has really improved her craft in the ring and does a lot of good moves compared to her sister, but I always see people criticizing her. And he also asked me, is the dress white or gold, or white and gold, or blue and black? I don't give a damn about the dress. I think it's blue and black, but I'm not even going to bother, going into detail about that. Regarding Nikki Bella, maybe she has a better idea of what color the dress is because she's all into the fashion. Nikki Bella, regarding her, I think that her and Brie have improved a little bit in the ring over the past year, but with that being said, that's about it. I think that when it comes to acting and cutting promos, they're still very amateurish at best. I think with help from Daniel Bryan, and people will laugh at this, but with help from John Cena, both of them have the guidance to improve in the ring. They have people there that can give them advice and help them out. It pays to have friends or boyfriends in high places. But yeah, they have shown a little bit of improvement, not a lot. The criticism towards her and Brie, most of it's justified, although with the divas, the status of the divas right now, they're not given much of an opportunity as it is. I mean, they're given 5-minute matches and a death spot on a show where they have no real chance to get the crowd behind them. So, they have a lot working against them. But with that being said, I think other divas, have more upside than Nikki and Brie Bella, but that's just my opinion on it. All right, got this question here from Knowledge Allah. Peace, Aaron. Now that Rey Mysterio has been future endeavored, released from his contract, what do you think is next from him? Please answer in video. Well, I think the obvious direction for him is AAA. There's a big announcement, probably related to Rey Mysterio. He's going to work Mexico, probably going to be in Lucha Underground. Alberto's there now, so one would think Rey will follow him into Lucha Underground. You know, probably Ring of Honor, all the usual indie promotions. TNA, I think, is a long shot right now. I would be surprised if he ended up in TNA. But, you know, he's got plenty of things to do. He's a huge superstar. He can make a lot of money in Mexico and other places. He's going to be just fine without WWE. And, you know, he can live off his name for the next 5, 10, even 15 years, and maybe one day he'll get the WWE Hall of Fame induction, which I do feel he should be in there at some point. I mean, he was definitely, you know, when it comes to the Hispanic demographic, you know, he was a big deal in WWE. He brought in a lot of the Hispanic audience for SmackDown and Raw as well. So, you know, he definitely deserves some credit as a draw and as a superstar that had longevity in both WCW and WWE. I mean, he in my opinion, is a no-brainer for the Hall of Fame. All right, this last question comes from Nick Lombardi 9. Hey Aaron, since WWE is building up this IC title match, do you think that Daniel Bryan holding the IC title would actually be a good thing? Could him holding the title reestablish it as the workhorse title and bring back the prestige? What do you think? Please answer in video. Well, that very well could be what is going to happen here. Maybe WWE's idea is he can go out there, win the IC title in a ladder match. You know, that's a match that is perfect for Daniel Bryan to win. And then he can kind of channel Shawn Michaels, you know, come out the next night on Raw. He's going to get a huge reaction, you know, the post-WrestleMania Raw. He can come out. He can announce that he's going to bring prestige back to the title. You know, he can name drop Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect, get a huge pop from the crowd. And yeah, in that moment, the IC title can mean something again. And if WWE wanted to make the title important again, this would certainly be the way to do it. You know, Daniel Bryan could really get that title over again. The title's not going to make Daniel Bryan. He's already made, but he can definitely elevate that title by being champion. And some people will see it as a step down, but if WWE does it right and, you know, they put him in high-profile matches as champion, you know, that title can once again regain its value and mean something and be the stepping stone to the world title. That's what I would like to see, at least. But yeah, I think if Daniel Bryan wins, and you know, right now I think he would, if he's going to be in that match, he'll be a heavy favorite. You know, he could definitely do a lot for that title. All right, that'll wrap it up for this edition of NoDQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. Subscribe at youtube.com/NoDQCAW. Get the t-shirt. I'm not going to show it again. ProWrestlingTees.com. Link in the description box. And stay tuned to NoDQ.com for WrestleMania coverage. And I will see you guys next time.